Okay, and welcome to my video today. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this email that I was sent by a family member. And yes, I have a family member that does not understand evolution, and no matter how much I try to describe it to them, they just don't get it. And what I think really happened is that they've been brought up on a different belief system for so long that they're just unshakable. Okay, they're just not shakeable. So this is the email that my family member emailed me. So we're going to read it together, and we're going to talk about the flaws in this email. Okay. Because I'm sure several other people have received this email too. Okay, so here we go. Nearly everyone has enjoyed a yummy bowl of vanilla ice cream. It is a wonderfully delicious dessert. However, vanilla ice cream wouldn't even exist if evolution were true. Okay, so that statement right there is false. You know why? Because evolution is the reason why everything exists. and so basically, unfortunately, that is simply just the ignorance of somebody who ever wrote it. Okay, so, however, vanilla ice cream wouldn't exist if evolution were true. Let's start out with a little history. Until more recent times, Mexico was the only producer of vanilla. In the 1520s, a man by the name of Hernan Cortez traveled down to Mexico and loved vanilla. So he brought back some with him to Europe. For the next 300 years, the Europeans tried but were never able to produce vanilla. See, vanilla grows up a tree as a vine. By the way, I don't like that sentence where it says, see, vanilla does this. See, God made everything. See, vanilla is impossible if evolution is true. Eventually, the vine produces an orchard in order to make the vanilla bean. The orchard must be pollinated. The problem is, it only blooms one morning per year for pollination. Okay, if it isn't pollinated within 12 hours, it withers. To make things more difficult, a hood-like membrane covers the part of the vanilla orchard which produces pollen. This makes production of vanilla bean very difficult. Okay. In 1836, Charles Francois traveled down to Mexico to figure out why they weren't able to produce vanilla beans in Europe. As Morin was studying the vanilla orchards, his attention was drawn to a little bee, the Mexican millipana bee, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This bee landed on the orchard, lifted up the little hood-like membrane, collected the pollen, and then flew off to the next flower. This bee was pollinating the orchards after some time. The orchard produced a vanilla bean. To this day, I mean, is that even a sentence? This bee was pollinating the orchards. After some time, the orchard produced a vanilla bean. Alright. Let's see here. I mean, wouldn't the orchards produce many vanilla beans? Okay, to this day, the Mexican bee is the only insect that knows how to pollinate the vanilla orchard. This simple fact puts evolution in an extremely difficult position. Actually, you know what? I don't see how a bee pollinating the vanilla plant, the vanilla bean plant flower thing, I do not see how that puts evolution in a difficult position. It doesn't put evolution in a difficult position. Without the Mexican bee, we simply would not have honey today. Actually, this is not necessarily true, because they're saying without the insect, we wouldn't have vanilla today. Well, what's to stop another insect from doing it? What's to stop us from actually self-pollinating this ourselves? Okay, we don't even need an insect. If we really technically wanted to pollinate something, we could do the insect's job as a replacement or as a substitute. So I don't like that sentence where it says without the Mexican bee, we simply would not have vanilla today. No, not necessarily. How would you know that? How do you know? Okay, anyway, it says the bee and the vanilla vine had to be made at the exact same time. Oh, by the way, you know what's funny about the exact same time? Because if you really want to get exact, okay, if you really want to be exact, okay, that means that it's at the exact same time, which is actually very difficult to pull off. Okay? Anyway, what is it, down to the nanosecond? I mean, seriously. Okay, not to mention, this bee had to be giving specific information about how to pollinate the vanilla orchard. Oh my gosh, how could you believe that that is true? The bee had to be given specific information about how to pollinate a vanilla orchard. Oh, what, did God whisper the instructions in the bee's ears? Literally. I mean, I don't even know if bees have ears. I mean, seriously, did God, write instructions down? Here, little bee. Okay, little bee, buzz. You need to pollinate this vanilla bean. No, it doesn't work like that, okay? The bee was not given instructions at all. The bee is simply foraging for food, and as a byproduct of it foraging for food, it accidentally pollinates other flowers. It pollinates flowers and other types of plants. The bee was not given instructions. The bee's just damn hungry. You understand? You understand? Do you understand that? Do you know why bees? Do you know why they go from flower to flower? Because they're drinking the damn nectar, and they're also storing they drink nectar for themselves, and they also bring it back to the hive in order to make honey. Okay, it's a food source. Okay, that's why bees do what they do. They're simply trying to survive, and they're trying to eat and not starve. Okay, so nobody gave them instructions. They're just trying to live, and that's their food. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, like, give me a fucking break, man. Oh, yeah, no, the bees were told how to do this by God. No, the bees are fucking hungry as shit, and they're fucking eating whatever they fucking can. And they just so happen to have mouth parts that allow them to suck the damn fucking nectar out of fucking flowers. Okay? Alright, so let's see here. Oh, no other insect knows how to do this. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure there's some insects that haven't been discovered yet. So you can't say no other insect. You have to say no other insect known to man. Or known to mankind, or humankind, or whatever you want to say. And also it says no other insect knows how to do this. Well, what if there were past insects that actually knew how to do this that are actually extinct now, and we didn't know that they existed? We don't know that they existed in the past. Okay, so it could have been done by something else. It says, this bee had to be made, designed, and purposefully created to pollinate the vanilla orchard, and thus produce vanilla. Well, here's the thing, okay? Evolution designs things, but it's not the same process of somebody sitting down with a pen and paper and coming up with ideas, okay? The fact that people actually believe that God, literally designed things is retarded. But see, here's the weird thing, okay? In a sense, you could technically kind of go with that, and I'll explain how. Okay? What if you were to define God as being just the universe, okay? And all the processes that happen in the universe. Well, evolution is a process, right? Okay, well, if you consider God the all of the rules and laws of the universe and all of the processes, all the natural rules and laws, Well then, okay, well then God technically did make everything, okay? Because if you want to call evolution God, okay, fine, great. Okay, evolution made the damn bee. Evolution made the damn vanilla bean plant. Evolution made everything, okay? Now, was it designed? Well, it kind of was designed, but it's not designed in the sense that somebody thought it up. Evolution is a system that self-creates and self-designs. And while there is some, I guess, here's the crazy thing, okay? Let's say that you have certain females that only mate with certain males, okay? And let's say the females are really picky. Well, if the females are really picky, and this could be any type of species, okay? If organisms are picky and they will only mate with certain other types of organisms, and they actually make like a choice about who they mate with, then actually technically life is designed, because it's designed by the damn organisms that are mating with each other to merge their genes together to produce new offspring, okay? So, for example, okay, if I wanted to design my child, you know what I would do? Okay, technically you can design your kids, okay? For example, if I want a kid to, I don't know, have red hair, well, you know what? I might try to mate with a red-haired lady, okay? All right? Seriously, okay? And then maybe you might have a chance that your kid has red hair, okay? So you can design your kids, so to speak, by selecting mates which have certain properties. If you really like the properties that you're, the girl who you're about to mate with, if you like her properties, well then some of those properties will be inherited and your children might have some of those. So things are designed, okay, in that sense. Things can be designed, but it's an indirect design, okay? You don't get to say, okay, I want blue eyes, red hair, I don't know, freckles, widow's peak, blah, 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 blah. Now, apparently we can do that now, okay, with medical technology and enhancements and understanding the human genome and all of that crap, okay? But the whole thing is that the bee is not designed by a god, okay? And the designing that does take place, it's an indirect designing. It's a design by chance. It's a design by so many different factors. It's nobody thinks of a bee. A bee gets designed through the course of evolution and purposely created to pollinate the vanilla bean orchard. Actually, you know what? To think that the bee was purposely created just to pollinate the vanilla bean orchard, actually, you know what? What if the vanilla bean orchard was the only damn food supply that exists? Okay, what if you had a bunch of bees? They normally ate honey, or they drank the nectar out of flowers, okay? What if you had a bunch of bees that normally just drank the nectar out of flowers, and then all of a sudden all the flowers died, and the only thing that was left was the damn vanilla beans? So the bees adapted to drink the whatever nutrients of the vanilla bean, and by doing that they pollinate it. So the thing is, you can't say this bee had to be made, designed, and purposefully created to pollinate the vanilla orchard, okay? You can't say it's purposely for that, because actually things just adapt to whatever they can, okay? Things are not purposely made for shit. You know why? You know why it's not? Because this world constantly changes. We could be hit by a damn fucking meteor, and all the damn vanilla bean plants could be fucking dead. Okay? So what's the purpose of that? You know what? What's the fucking purpose of the dinosaurs that they fucking died out? I mean, this fucking pisses the fuck off. Pisses, the glory of God, blah, 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 blah. You know what, man? Well, you know what? I guess the purpose of the dinosaurs were for them to go extinct then, right? Right? Because it says in here, it was purposely created to do something, right? Well, what happened to the dinosaurs? They're fucking dead. So the purpose of God creating the dinosaurs was just for them to die, apparently. I mean, seriously, as silly as this sounds, our Creator People are fucking stupid, and I can't take it anymore. I fucking can't take it anymore. I can't fucking take it anymore.